From Exeter Lanes in New Hampshire. All season long, we have been raising money for bowlers and their families in the fight against the costs of this terrible disease. Donate today and take part next season by going to candlepins4cancer.com as you see it on your screen. Introducing the stars of our second ladies ladder match, our previous winner and number 5 seed, Amy Duby. And the number 3 seed with a roll-off score of 558 and benefiting from a tiebreaker, Madison Riva. And now your hosts, Paul Grant and Mike Morin.
Thanks, Greg Gouillart. Bob Lee with us also. Hello, Mike Morin. Welcome back.
Hey, good to be back.
We have Amy Duby won the first match, a thriller, 311-309. After being down 24-1, you came back, and now you're ready to take on the top average bowler in the States, Madison Riva.
Yeah, she's an amazing bowler. It should be a fun match.
You run the Sunday Pro League. You do an awesome job running the Pro League and tournaments as well. How do you keep it so consistent? You bowl so well.
Oh gosh, I'm glad you think so. I don't know.
You were terrific in the roll-offs. You bowled really well. It came back from the big deficit and won that match.
Some of the best advice I've gotten from one of my friends was just stay within yourself. And you said it, consistency is everything. Every box is different. Every ball is different. Just do your best.
All right, good luck today. Welcome those on WON Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Mike Morin.
And I get to talk to one of the hottest female candlepin bowlers on the planet right now, Madison Riva. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So I was looking at some old photos because I'm doing another calendar for the bowlers next year, and it brought me back in the rock and bowl days when you were just a little girl, and now look at you today. I feel old now, and you're going to get there too someday. So enjoy your youth.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. One question I have, of course, you recently got married to Evan. Congratulations on that. The question is, are you allowed to bowl mixed doubles with other people?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The mixed doubles tournament. I think it's in a couple of weeks here. I'm bowling with Bobby Witt. So.
Sticking with the Hall of Famers.
I gotta. Yeah.
Your
we
dad?
won last year. I can't get my dad out here anymore.
No. Well, we all get there. But how excited are you for your dad going into the Hall of Fame?
Oh, there's honestly nobody that deserves it more than my dad. I'm so excited for that night.
Because he's so kind of chill about the whole thing, at least publicly. But he must be excited.
I think deep down he's excited. He was always like, I don't need to be in it. And then when he finally got the call, I wasn't home, unfortunately, when he got it, but he was excited. He's excited.
Fly up from Florida?
I won't be there yet, but they will. Okay. So,
Maddie, good luck to you today. Good
Thank
to
you
talk
very
to
much. Yes.
All right.
All right, thanks, Mike. 3-string format, total pinfall wins. If it's a tie, a 1-string roll-off till somebody wins. Exeter Lanes Shoes Club, Exeter, New Hampshire, on Candlepin Bowling Network, and WON Sports New York.
Bowling, but you
Shout out
roll
to Jonathan
small
Rios.
balls instead of 2 big ones. Also, any pins dropped on the deck stay on the deck and can be used as live wood. Even spares are rare, so picking pins is essential to success.
Bob Lee would check out the radar guns, some of the stats for us as well. Bob, the new camera set up here too, as well.
Well, Paul, the big news here is I told Amy that if she wins this match, I'm dyeing my hair red.
Uh-oh. Careful what you wish for. Welcome back, Mike Morin. Great to work with you again. A legend
Thank
like you.
Oh, you're very kind, really.
52 years in the radio, and author of 3 books.
I mean, it really is an honor just to still be involved in the game, and yes, writing books has been fun, including the Candlepin Bowling book, but still to be asked to be involved with these great bowlers, a new generation of them, and you, I love it. Thank you.
I'd say old generation for me.
I'm older than you, buddy.
Amy Duby, second round of Ladies Ladder 2 Series. Amanda Carr won the first one. Thriller. In that first match today, Amy Duby won it by 2 pins over Peggy Donnelly, the 5th seed in the second round. Amy won 3-7, gets to 7. Back and forth first match. Runner-up today gets $250. Faye Sawyer plays the winner of this match. And Sharyn Britton, 20-year-older, the number 1 seed, bowled the final round for $1,200. Second place finish gets $700. Amy Duby starts off with a 9, first of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports Network. Thin hit, just 3.
It is really quite a challenge to come up from the 5th seed, as Amy Duby is attempting to do, especially when you have a game that is so close to win by just a couple of pins. Now she's up against one of the hottest bowlers in the women's game today, and that, of course, as I mentioned, Madison or Maddie Riva, formerly Maddie Kelly, who you may recall. If you're just new back to the game, she got married recently.
Yeah, Greg.
I'd like to apologize for the video issues. I'm not sure. My camera was plugged in the whole time, but it faltered briefly. But there you see another $9, and we're back online.
Okay, thank you very much. 18 through 2 in the first of 3. And the hottest bowler, average-wise, in the States, Madison Riva on lane 5. Again, congratulations to her father, Bob Kelly of Stoneham, Mass. One of 2 Bob Kellys. This is Bob Kelly,
right.
October
The other one from
21st
Maynard.
at the Castleton in Windham, New Hampshire. And Cannabis Bowling Network will be there for coverage also. If we can do it live, we'll do it live. If not,
Well,
we'll
that's
record
awesome.
it. Yeah, myself, Bob Lee will be there at least. Maybe Greg Gouillart possibly. We'll see.
That would be the first time that's happened, I
Yes.
think.
Beautiful bid, object pin, nothing to show for it. Wow, bad wow. 5-9 middle, 7-10 post.
Going to have Ralph Sem pull out his tuxedo for the MC job that he does.
8 down 1, box to box. Madison Riva, married to Evan Riva recently, and she was outstanding. The New Hampshire States won the Mixed Worlds for the 3rd year in a row. Beautiful ball, 9.
Wow. She is so confident and has such command.
In the left-hander, this is an easier shot for lefty on the 10 pin. For a spare, missed it. Doesn't miss many of those.
Well, it's early on. It's never fun to miss it.
Go between 68 and 72% for pro balls on wood, and she says the Paul Grant special acknowledgement. Missed the second, make the third. We should put $1 for Campus for Cancer. Do the Paul Grant special. Pro balls don't get lemon drops too often. The 4 or 6 pin in the first shot.
How much have you made on the lemon drop?
We've raised, we've helped 5 families in lemon drops alone.
Wow.
And soon to be 6. People put $20, $50 in, $10 in each.
Sure.
Yeah,
that
adds
is
up.
amazing. Some creative fundraising on your part.
Yeah. 16 families.
Self-deprecating.
16 so far with the wild shirts and the lemon drop pool. My catchphrase T-shirt, $25. Can ship it with the U.S. Good bid by Amy Duby, 610.
Well, I can tell you that Canopins for Cash, my calendar for 2024 is in production, and a portion of the proceeds will go to Canopins for Cancer. It's going to have probably 120 pictures or more this year in it.
All right.
Of bowlers.
Amy playing poker, 3 9s, 27 through 3 in the first of 3. Great place to bowl, Exeter Lanes, Shooters Pub. Great place to hang out. $39 bowling deal, 75 minutes, 5 bowlers, 1 lane. Free 18-inch delicious cheese pizza, pitcher of soda, free shoes. Double it, 2 lanes, 10 bowlers, 90 minutes. $80, 2 pizzas, 2 sodas, free shoes. Unbelievable deals all year long. Exeter Lane Shooters Pub, 6 Columbus Ave, Exeter, New Hampshire. And one of the best owners in the game, Rod Ficarra Sr.
No doubt about it. He loves the game. He welcomes the Canopins for Cancer tournaments in, and the food is really, really good.
Very supportive of the Pro Bowlers also. Good bid by Amy on the 4-7-10. Him and I have the same birthday within 1 day the same year. We won't mention the year. He's July 26th, I'm July 27th. He's 1 day older than me. 10 for Amy.
Wow.
37 through 4. No marks yet. Madison Riva tied so far, 18 apiece.
You don't have any gray hair. What's with that?
A little bit.
I don't see it. Then again, I had cataract surgery this week, so I don't I don't see everything yet.
Madison 5, a diamond plus the 7. 119 average. And she steps up in the big time in the big events. Didn't qualify in the first ladder at the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine, won by Amanda Carroll. Glennis McKinley, Shannon Scribner, Deb DeRocher, and Mario Johnson, who won the whole ladder series, lost in the finals. Not eligible for this round, but all bowls eligible for next round as this season ends this weekend. 9-27 through 3 tied, box to box, up against a 10. In play-by-play with Mike Morin.
She's a pretty quick bowler once she gets up there and sets herself. Well, she leaves a 5-pin. It's tough to imagine that she would miss this one very often.
We should change the rules. That for ladies, it's the queen pin.
Ah,
I've been saying that all along. 0 for 2 in singles. Ouch.
just getting warmed up. The queen pin, huh?
Wasn't there.
Missed it on each side.
Amy takes a 1-pin lead, 37-36 in the first of 3 on WON Sports and Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share with your friends and family. Invite them to bowl. Candlepin Bowling. Update from Bob Lee.
Well, I'm going to stick to my my story about ball speed. Madison Riva has the fastest ball in the women's game right now. At the mixed worlds, I measured 30 different pro women's speeds. Hers was at 37 miles an hour was the fastest measured. I've had her as high as 38 and 39 miles an hour in the past. Today she's throwing between 35 and 37.
Hey, thanks, Bob. Back to Mike Morin.
Well, it's a little bit less than what it was at Exeter Lanes. Maybe she's taking conditions into account here, or just hasn't warmed up yet. And we see that speed does not only kill, but kills the pins too. Watching Amy Duby, her faster shots last match, I should say, were very helpful.
Tough 4-box, 41.5. What a great match against Peggy Don in that first round, 311, 309. The 5th seed now in the second round. Mario Johnson went all the way to the top and lost him into Carroll in Scarborough, the Big 20. And there's a lemon drop, $1 for Candlepins for Cancer for her. It's $2 so far we raised in the lemon drop alone.
Got plenty of shirts as well here, the WOW shirts. And she goes on the other side. How much are the shirts, Paul?
$25 off the XXX, $30 for 4 and 5X. And we have Gary Renard from Tennessee that watches all the time, faithfully, on Candlepin Ball Network. First one to get delivered out of the States.
Wow.
$10 shipping charge. Nice shot there. Nice bounce back in that 4-box. A 10, 51 through 6. Those never seem to go for spares, do they?
Yeah. And we haven't had one yet. Surprisingly, through 11 boxes thrown, 10 boxes thrown. Not a spare yet.
Still too soon.
Still no spare.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Strike. She's a strike machine.
Well, she took the 5-pin down. It was the last one standing because she didn't want to shoot it again after missing it in the last frame.
46.5 plus 2 in the first of 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. Second ladder series, second round today out of 4.
She does miss the head pin very often, that's for sure, but she's so accurate that she'll end up leaving a lot of splits like that do get broken up because of that 37-mile-an-hour ball speed that she has.
2-4 in the 6. It's missed. 8 in the strike. 54.5.
Would have been a great cut shot had she made it.
By my count, Madison hasn't missed a single head pin this string.
The 9 gives her 63 through 6. Amy at 51. 12-pin lead for Madison Riva, the number 3 seed. A very deceptive number 3 seed. She won the mixed doubles with John Blaze at the Sanford Wallace and Sanford Bolorama, Sanford, Maine. Watch it on Candlepin Ball Network.
Well, there's kind of a mishmash of pins. 6 drop and a parallel configuration there. 4, 6, 7, 9. Need a pretty nice cut shot or a bank shot. Kind of not the way I expected her to go at it, but she's the pro and I'm the talking head, so I understand that. Leaving just the 4-pin, and she'll make it. Back-to-back 10s for Amy Duby. Amy Duby had a 555 qualifying score, and with a 2-pin advantage over Peggy Donnelly is now in the sights of Madison Riva.
Faye Sawyer plays the winner of this match. Number 1 seed Sharyn Britton, the number 1 seed later on today.
She had a 586, by far
Oh,
the
she was
highest
incredible that day.
of
And she
all
had like
the
an 88
bowlers.
the last string too. She could have had a 600, but the 586 are brand new, high 5, and getting better and better.
Well, I got a feeling the radar gun is showing a little slower speed here because those were 2 off shots way off the center of the lane, leaving the diamond right there in the middle. Beautiful shot.
Good pinning well. 3 10s in a row. 71 through 8 in the first of 3. No mark for pinning well. Other than that 4-box she had. Take that away. She's all 9s and 10s.
I'd like to say hi to Bob Kelly, Maddie's dad, who's home today. I'm sure he's watching online.
There's a strike for Madison Riva. Second strike in 3. $25 for 3 marks in a row.
And that was at 37 miles an hour, as Bob shows us the radar gun.
And we took away the $500 triple strike pool. We go into the $100 strike challenge instead after each match.
more people have a chance, I guess.
Madison won it last time, the only one.
Well, that's what she did last time. Not the exact same pins, but she threw a big fat split after a strike on lane 5. That was 36 miles an hour, Bob Lee informs.
Good bid. Fierce competitor. 8 in the strike, 81 through 7. The 10, 91 through 8, up 20.
She does make it look easy, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She is such a natural. Obviously, the genetics and all the years watching her parents bowling with them and whatever genetics are inherited, it's the perfect storm for a great young star named Madison Riva.
She has great cadence on the lane, too. Amy Duby with the post. Update from Al Johnson.
Hi, guys. We just got one of the bowlers that's here, and if you guys could mention this gentleman's name, we're going to be giving him $500 today. He's recovering from chemo.
Okay, sure, just a moment.
Wow.
Amy with the 1 and the 10. After this box, we'll read the check.
All right.
Field goal for an 8, 79 through 9.
So a donation from Harold.
To Harold.
To Harold Eckert. $500 just from all the things that we do here. Donation, candle pins for cancer. One of our donations again. Harold, who I believe has some chemo he'll be facing.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep, that's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's $35,500 or so paid out now to bowlers. It's for candle pin bowlers and their relatives going through cancer treatments. Do your part by donating online. Candle pins for cancer via Venmo only. Or candlepins4cancer.com on your screen. Follow the links to Venmo. Candlepin bowlers helping candlepin bowlers going through cancer treatments. So Harold, hope you have a speedy recovery. Back to Mike.
And there's a big old split. She'll take a 9 for the box, bringing Madison Riva back up on lane 5, where in the last 2 throws on that alley, she has thrown strikes. And they were hammers. Well, actually, the one was, I guess the first one wasn't. The 5-pin kind of went last, but the last one was definitely destroyed.
You take with that 4 box, maybe she pinned solidly in that first string.
There it is, the 1, 3, 7, and 10 for Madison Riva. And the object pin remains. Looking for a 9. And that's what she gets, a 9. That's 100 through 9.
2 strike 8 fills in 3 boxes.
So she's already got the lead substantially in hand.
21 pin lead right now, but that's not safe. We had last ladder series, Mario Johnson was down 21.
That's true.
Down 24 at one point. She came back and won it. A thriller, but she ended up scored by 3 pins. Watch it on actually watch it Friday night. 334, 331. She ended up scoring a great ball out of the Big 20 in Scarborough, Maine.
And that is the 3rd consecutive split on lane 4 after knocking a couple strikes on lane 5. She has similar spares to shoot at with no luck. And a 109 string and a 21 pin lead after game 1. Madison Riva over Amy Duby.
All right, we're back on that second string in just a moment on Candlepin Bowling Network and WON Sports. Welcome back to Candlepin Bowling Network's presentation of the Ladder 2 Series Women's Candlepins for Cancer. Top 5 live show. Number 5 seed Amy Duby won the first round. 3-11, 3-9 of it. Number 4 seed Peggy Donnelly. She's down 21 after 1 string against number 3 seed Madison Riva. And welcome back, Mike Morin.
Thank you very much, Paul Grant. Good to be here with you and Greg and Bob. You got a good crew that puts together a wonderful show, and I'm very happy to be part of it. Thank you.
All right, Amy starts off on lane 5. Second string of 3. Just missed the pocket. The 4 spin left is the 1, 2, 4, 7. In Millis, Massachusetts, it's known as the Rick Kimrowski Special. The Kimrowski Special. Used to make that shit all the time, he said, growing up, so I call it the Kimrowski Special. Great boy. You get to meet that guy. Nice guy. He's 70 in November. Both of them for years in the Friday Night Mixed League. And a great guy. His wife, Deb, is a hot ticket. So if you make the horseman, tell Rick Kimrowski I made the Kimrowski Special. They'll get a kick out of it. Otherwise known as the 4 horseman 9 to start second. No marks in 11 boxes. And you cannot do that against a bowler like Madison Riva.
No, you can't make too many mistakes at all. I mean, 21 pin difference would intimidate me for sure against Maddie.
Amy on the crossover, 7. Decent wood behind the 3 and the 5. 10 right corner. Good crowd on hand here in Exeter Lanes. Shooters Pub. Great place to bowl, great place to hang out. Large screen TVs, award-winning pizza, great wraps, great salads, great food. 6 Columbus Ave, New Hampshire. For a spare, just missed it right, not by much.
Waiting for the pin to settle down to see if it would lean up against the 2 or go back to in between the 2 and the 10. As it turns out, didn't matter.
And she'll take a 10. 19 through 2 in the second of 3. Invite your friends to bowl this great game of Candlepin bowling. Nothing like it. Sport for all ages. Bowling balls 2.4 to 2.7 pounds. 2.8 pin candlesticks styles. 3 balls instead of 2. Same scoring system. Pins fall down. You can play the wood in the deck for those listening on WN Sports. Diamond plus the 7 for Madison Riva. Some call her Maddie. Maddie Kelly for years. Going for first spare. Won't go. 5 and the 8.
Thought you might get a bit of a kick off the wall on the right to come back and take out those last 2. Didn't happen.
Only 2 marks. 2 strike 8s. 3 boxes. 10 to start her second. Up 21 after 1. Up 22 currently. Up against a 10 from Amy Duby. Faye Sawyer, the number 3 seed. Correction, number 2 seed is next. Maddie, the number 3 seed here now. Faye won 3 balls at a 5:58 qualifier. She won the high single of 129 to take the tiebreaker. And Madison against Peggy Donnelly won the second tiebreaker to get to number 3. 3, 5, 9, 10 on lane 4. Not easy. Too full with the spread eagle.
Thought she had it, just kind of saw her go, ugh. The body language shows that she was like chalking it up as a spare. Didn't happen.
At 9. Tied 19 apiece. Madison up 21 in the match. Won the first, 109.88. And Amy looking for a first mark after 12 open boxes to start the match.
From Fremont, New Hampshire.
Mike Morin on play-by-play.
198 average, 480 high triple. And a nice pocket hit, kind of getting a good mixing action and some good deadwood on the deck to help her out with that split. Amy Duby. Birthday coming up on 13th. Beautiful shot. Nailed it perfectly, and the wood was there to help her. So there's our first spare at this string.
First spare in the match, actually, for any bowler.
Yeah, we've already had 2 strikes before even seeing our first spare. And those were by
Madison. Not a bad leave. Wiggling 2 in the 7 on the spare. 36 through 3.
Kind of good to have that pin against the 7 down in the corner in case the ball decides to redirect and still pick it up. Got to hit the object pin though first. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
For 2 in a row, grazed the head pin, and can't get the 7 to will it. Too much wood. Roadblock. They may have gone. That second piece of wood got in the way. Great effort. Denied 2 in a row.
Usually it's the wood giveth or the wood taketh, not
I was
both.
about to say. It's a fun. Can be good for you and bad for you sometimes. 9. 45 through 4. Good start in the second of 3. Candlepins for Cancer is a 501c3 bowlers charity. Please donate via Venmo, candlepinsforcancer.com or candlepins4 on your screen.com. Follow links to Venmo. Please donate any amount. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for your generous support. Back to Mike Morin.
And Madison back on her favorite lane. Gets a split this time on lane 5.
In the mixed world, she threw she was incredible. She, I believe, it was 12 strikes in the match, a 10 stringer.
Wow.
In the not in the mixed worlds, in the New Hampshire States rather.
Got her college degree at Salem State in 2019. Works at Lookout Farm in South Natick.
Well, now she just moved to Maine now.
Yeah,
She's
I
now
saw
in Brewer,
that.
Maine now. So Penny Lane now.
Well, Bob and Mary Ann, I think, had a big estate sale yesterday, their house in Stoneham, Mass, because they are heading to the Sunshine State.
Third strike, but almost.
Finally, a good leave after 4 head pin hits.
Exactly. And none of which were that much different from what we just saw that left only the 7 pin.
And she missed 2 singles in the first string. And this is a tough relief, but she gets it.
Yeah.
Her first spare to go 2 strikes to match. 38 in the ball through 4. Down 7 in the string, up 21 in the match, but on a mark.
Yeah, she is so powerful. I'll bet there are a lot of nights on the leagues or whatever that she'll get several strikes before her first spare like we've seen today.
I got a nickname for her, Madison Powerball Riva. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Power
What a
ball.
yikes.
You might, yeah, some infringement rights. No, Paul's already trying to sign her up to.
I just
get
had to
that
run it by
nickname.
Madison Riva. She does approve of Powerball, so
She
new
does.
nickname.
You realize you'll have to pay the Powerball people.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll take 1% of the cut.
Yeah, Mike, you already told Amy Duby to play the lottery. We can't have 2.
I know.
Play responsibly, people.
Did you get your Sky Bar yet, by the way? Your candy bar, the Sky
I
Bar?
have not.
Nice bid.
I put it out my car. Is that a bad idea?
Yes. Yeah. It'll melt in your car, not in your mouth.
Ah, there's a slogan you can sell to somebody.
I always said melts in your hand, not in your mouth.
I guess.
I hate when you put a chocolate bar in your pocket and you forget about it. It's like 8 hours later on.
Well,
It looks like something
admit it
else.
I wouldn't admit it if I ever did.
I won't describe what it looks like,
Yeah.
but you get the hint. The Augusta, Maine special, the 1-7-10. Shout out to Mark Carrier, Samantha Bryan, and Augusta, Maine. Doing a great job taking over those lanes since last year.
Didn't Stacia Zernicke make that like 13 times over the years? Some crazy number like that.
Good bid.
I think she was counting on that one.
8 in the last box, 53 half. Nice 10, 63 through 6 in the second of 3. Madison Riva. Madison Powerball Riva on lane 5 on a spare. 38 in the ball through 4.
We'll see if
on
that
Kenneth
catches
Moore
on.
Network. And WON Sports. What's that, Mike?
We'll see if that catches on.
I know. I may have jinxed her now. Amy hopes I jinxed her. Because she'll get back in the game. Won the first by 21.
All right. A little cross alley there to the right side of the object pin, leaving the 4 horsemen.
And Rick Kamarowski special on the spare, 44 through 4. That one got away.
Well, no Powerball this week.
Now with $10 trillion, calling the debt.
Well, you know, there's a $3 win right there on the Powerball. That happens.
Rare 7 box, 51 half, down 2 in the string, up 19 in the match. Won the first, 109.88. Now on lane 4, Mike Morin. Strike number 3,
Hammer!
Powerball.
And a
3
trip
strikes
6.
the match with
And
1
it's a
spare.
Third strike of the day. Yep.
61 plus 2 through 6, down 19 the match.
Starting
add
to
to that.
pile it on now.
Get your WOW shirts to help support Candlepins for Cancer. $25, high quality, thick Gildan goes to the charity. $30 for 4 or 5Xs. Ship anywhere in the U.S. for $10 or more. Message myself, Paul Grant, on Facebook Messenger for more information.
Oh, an almost strike, leaving the 4 pin with a piece of wood at a bit of an angle, but I do think it is frozen. So if she
Just
touches it,
don't cap it.
don't cap it. Yeah. But if it is frozen, it would still probably go.
Oh, she got the rebound.
We were both right.
That's how you do it up, she said. Yeah. See, the cap didn't go, but got the kick off the wall. Got a break, but she'll take it.
Wow.
Big spare, 73 in the ball through 7.
Yeah.
Gets a kick out of that one.
What really matters now is what she puts on that somewhat fortunate spare.
Ladies are having a good time here today, laughing it up and just not getting
Very good
too
crowd.
serious. Makes you more relaxed.
Do we get better crowds for the women bowlers than we do the men?
Seems that way sometimes. Not always.
All right.
Got a break in the 7-pin. Big 9 in the fill.
An excellent fill and a piece of wood so she doesn't have to worry about going in the gutter.
82 through 7. A chance here for 2 in a row. And a third spare of the second after an open first string. That break.
She was maybe too afraid of putting it in the gutter. So that's a shame.
And that is a Paul Grant special. Miss a second, make the third for a 10. Never a good time for that. 92 through 8 in the second of 3. Madison Riva on a strike. Her third strike of the match. She'll go with one spare.
And she's going up on the lane where she's had 2 strikes already. So could that turn into a double?
61 plus 2. Faye Sawyer plays the winner. Sharyn Britton later on, the number 1 seed.
Well, there's your 1-3. And a spare would be a nice 10-pin fill.
Not bad for missing head pin. Second ball on the strike.
Ouch.
Missed right. 9 in the fill. 70 through 6.
That was I'll show you shot.
80 through
really
7.
Fired it.
Down 2 in the string, up 19 in the match, up against a 10 from Amy Duby.
Mom Marianne Kelly is here, of course, a great bowler in her own right. Moving to Florida with husband Bob. And the Riva's going the other way up to Maine. Boy, she really gets explosive action.
That's the power of a fastball. You get more
Yeah.
action. Accuracy, of course, is more important, but the speed definitely helps if you're accurate.
I think in her case it works because she is so accurate, so she's got both things going for her.
6-10 right, 7 left, 2 pieces of wood.
6, 7, 10, and I thought the ball was going to take it out. Ball in the pit, almost came back and took out the 7. A 9 fill and a 9 box.
89 through 8 here in the second. Down 3 in the string, up 18 in the match. 2 marks for Amy would help.
Amy's hanging around in this match after getting beaten the first game by a couple of marks. Take her place on the lanes here at Exeter. This is game 2 of series 2. Not much on that ball. Missed the head pin. 4 horsemen and the 9 pin in the back.
Talk about your calendar, Candlepin calendar coming up next too.
Yeah, I'm getting it done earlier this year, and there's kind of a method to my madness. I'm going to go on a Canadian vacation in September, and it's just too expensive to mail books or calendars or anything to Canada, so I'm thinking of bringing some up in person on my trip to Nova Scotia and New Brunswick.
Awesome. 8 box for Amy Duby. 100 through 9.
And the theme, by the way, this year is going to be Hall of Fame. So all the big pictures in the middle of the calendar will be of Hall of Famers being inducted this year.
We have Al Johnson, Bobby Wickham,
Oh,
Bob
my
Kelly,
list.
Wally Basilinsky. Good for him too.
Yeah,
Bunch of others.
yeah. Got in touch with his son Brian to get me some pictures. So a couple more holding out.
Joanne Rosano.
Joanne Rosano, yeah. That's going to be a good time.
The women's second year doubles event here, September 9th, Saturday, September 9th. Always this after Labor Day, a second annual 220 scratch. Register on Candlepin Chat or message me, Paul Grant, on Facebook Messenger. Look for 24 teams this year and a potential $2,500 first place prize. Defending champs last year, Deb DeRozier and Glennis McKinley, watching a thrilling 2-string final with Shannon Scribner and Kelsey Layton on Candlepin Bowling Network. Glennis 5 strikes in that 2-string final.
I was really concerned when the TV shows went off the air that there wouldn't be, the big money opportunities for the bowlers, and it seems like there are more pretty much on shows like this and some of the other ones and the other tournaments. The money is still there for the bowlers to win.
And they got one going on at Ryan Family Business now, Franklin TV as well, and they have the Outrun the Bear by Danny Finn, does a great job. Nice shot. Spare in the 9th. 2 spares, 1 strike in the second of 3. Amy had an 8 in the last box, 108 second string. He's at 196 through 2. And her fastball, power ball so fast it knocked on the head pin on the opposite lane. Pins are afraid of her.
She goes ahead to take a moment to regroup and re-racks the pins on lane 5. Now the fill ball in the 10th for Maddie. Boy, she just got a piece of it, and a 9 drop. She'll have 108 now through 9.
increase the lead in the match.
Bang, right on the cap, takes it out. And that's her 4th spare after having 2 strikes last game and no spares. This game, it's all spares. Oh, she did have 1 strike. I take that back. So 3 spares and a strike. Going to be a game in the 120s for her probably.
Back-to-back spares. And almost 127, second string has a commanding lead. Wins it by 19, 127-108. 236 to 196, a 40-pin lead. Is that right, Greg?
Yeah, that would be 40 pins.
All right, we'll be back with our third and final swing in just a moment on WON Sports and Candlepin Bowling Network. Welcome back to those watching on Candlepin Bowling Network and later on WON Sports Network. And Jonathan Rios, shout out to you. Thank you for putting Candlepin Bowling across the country. Mike Morin alongside with myself, Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Bob Lee. Amy Duby will start a third and final string here at Exeter Lanes Shooters Pub, 6 Columbus Ave, Exeter, New Hampshire. If you want to see a great place to bowl, wooden lane since 1946, arcades, Shooters Pub, a great place to eat and hang out, watch your sporting events. This is the place for you.
Did you have trouble finding it the first time you came here?
I always get lost every time I go the first time. See, I get my deep thoughts sometimes. I end up going on Mass Pike sometimes, the wrong way.
Well, I
took the wrong exit of 495, went south instead of north. It was in Burlington before. I was trying to go to April.
Really?
Oh, I do it all the time. I get these deep thoughts, zone out.
And let me guess, you're thinking about bowling.
Bob Dylan said everybody must get stoned. For me, it's everybody must get zoned. Amy Duby, third string underway. Tough start.
Oh, very tough start.
A 6 and a tough act. Madison Riva takes the 2 seed Faye Sawyer, whoever wins this match. Amy would need a monster string. 1, 3.
All right, well, there's a nice
10
break.
goes. It's hard to climb the ladder. Missed her chance. Stomps her foot.
Crossed her body and the ball went way to the left.
And lets out a deep sigh. I'll take a 9 after a 6, 15 through 2. Madison Riva up 40 in the match, won by 19 and by 21. Starts the third string. And the $100 strike challenge after this string is over, after the interviews.
It is exhausting, as you pointed out, coming from the 5th seed. It's even more exhausting when halfway up you've got Madison Riva.
On the nose, 8, the 2 and the 4. 51% is the pro success rate for pro bowlers that would, and 3-pinners also. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's always free. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Like and share our Facebook. There's a spare to start the third. Trying to put away early. Faye Sawyer plays the winner of this match. Another nice young lady.
Terrific. From Manchester.
She was at Lakeside Lanes.
Owned by Timmy Lipke and his wife, Wendy.
Hall of Fame Tim Lipke. Yep. This picture of Don Gillis on display there at the Lanes.
It's interesting, the first time I ever saw Candlepin bowling when I moved her from Michigan, just by accident, Tim Lipke was bowling.
I must have given you directions then, huh? 8 in the spare, just missed that second one.
The ball came back, and now it's rolling up the left channel.
18 through 1. She uses 2.7-pound Cobra bowling balls, 10, 28 through 2. A couple of things about her. 119, league average, high single 183, high triple 462, high 5 686. Her 1276 high 10 was New Hampshire State's. Watching on Candlepin Bowling Network back in May here in Exeter. Play-by-play with Mike Morin.
All right, we're back to Amy Duby, who again went to the left side, which has been one of her difficulties this afternoon. She misses the head pin very often. It has gone to the left, and again going further left than she wants to.
6 standing.
So she seems a bit lost, dazed and confused, if you will. And a pretty good out on that one, pulling out a 9 in box number 3.
Friday, August 4th, 2023 at 6:30 in Exeter Lanes. The ladies singles elimination, followed by the women's internationals Saturday. Coverage on Canal Plus Network both nights. Singles event takes place 6:30 p.m. $50 entry fee. Prize fund based on entries. 3-string qualifier. Shooters putting in $500. Rob Ficar always puts in to the Pro Bowlers. The 30th annual Ladies International Tournament again Saturday, August 5th. Starts 9 o'clock. $500 a team. Register with Amy Duby on Canal and Chat or on Facebook Messenger. And she has the 1-7-10 Augusta Main special for a 7, just 31 through 4 in trouble now. As Madison's up 40 through 2 and already up 13 in the string, a 53-pin lead.
Yeah, this match is quickly getting out of hand here. Just a 31 through 4 for Amy. Madison's going to have that in the third already with a 40-pin lead on top. Not a strike, but it sure looked like it was going to be, leaving the wiggling 3-pin to be made.
Was a runner-up in the 2022 ICBA, the Big 20, Scarborough, Maine. That's the third time or fourth time she missed a single pin, and she still has up a 53. She won the first women's money match here at Exeter Lanes, the 637 series with Mario Johnson against Amanda Carroll and Shannon Scribner. That's our top-rated show on Canal and Bowling Network. Check it out. 5-string match here at Exeter Lanes from last May 2022. She won the 2021 Mixed Nationals as well. 2019 ICBA Championship winner. He won a 4-bag pool at Academy Lanes in 2019.
7-10.
She had 9 in that last box, 37 through 3.
Didn't I see on here that she made the 7-10 without wood when she was a kid?
Yep.
That's on here somewhere, I think.
Yep. Field goal.
Yeah, she was 12 years old. She made the 7-10 with no wood.
Yep.
Before she was 12.
She's thrown 4 strikes. No, the most marks she's got in a row is 7. She gets a 9, 46 through 4 in command. A 55-pin lead in the match. 6 boxes to go.
So I'm looking at this 183 high single. We all know that she's going to blast through the 200 threshold at some point. You got to remember, she's pretty young. She's, what, 25?
26 now. Yeah.
26 now.
Just like Shannon Scribner.
All right. Looking to make another not-so-fun spare. Gave it a good try, leaving the 8 and the 10, and looking for her first spare. It won't come until maybe the 6th frame, because she's spareless, markless through 5 right here. Tough day once we got to this point. She had a pretty good day up to now.
Just a 40 out for 2 marks. A good fills in the second string of 7 and 9. Not to be confused with 7 of 9. The average spare fill for Pro Bowl is 6.5, strikes 8.3. Stats by Canal and Bowling Network for Pro Bowlers.
6.5 strikes for what?
6.5 fills on spares.
Oh, Phil, okay.
8.3 on strikes.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Bob Lee, executive producer at Canal and Bowling Network with the research.
Nice shot. 3, though, does not go, unfortunately. Still in search of her first spare.
Won a thriller against Amy Duby, 311, 309 earlier. 9, 49 through 6. Madison, 46, 6 through 4. Mike, talk about your books again. Author of 3 books as well. Has 9 years on Canopin Stars and Strikes and 52 plus years in the radio as well.
Well, that's very true. I've been very lucky to do what I wanted to do since I was 11 years old. I didn't know I'd be writing books. But I guess there's so much, like you, Paul, you have so much stuff in your head, you have to do something with it, so I put them into books.
I haven't yet.
Well, you haven't done that, but you found an outlet here with bowling and Candlepins for Cancer, which you do a wonderful job. I don't know where you get the energy. What are you, about 32 years old?
I wish. Almost double.
I was going through your Facebook page. First time I'd ever done that, and I saw you conducting a Yankee swap with your family or friends or something.
Oh, yeah, I was the MC for that for years.
You were the MC for everything, weren't you?
Yeah, I like doing that
Probably.
stuff. I used to do Celtics games. I had season tickets, half-season tickets, 2 years with Larry Bird, early 80s. I bought a tape recorder, sat in the seats beyond the promenade section, beyond the 4 seats. $9 a ticket back then. Probably like 1,000 nowadays.
Right.
I used to call the game from my seat. You feed off the emotion of the crowd, so obviously they're high energy.
But you weren't smoking like a chimney like Johnny Most was.
No, I never
right?
smoked. No, I tried a few puffs. Ugh, tastes gross. Never drank really either. I never liked the taste of alcohol. Never liked the taste.
Really?
Like good chocolate milk once in a while.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. Putting on a clinic here for some of the spare shooting today.
After an 8 and a spare 64 and a ball through 6, this one's pretty much done. Now,
8 marks in 25 frames, 26 frames.
Number 3 seed looking good to go to number 2 against Faye Sawyer next. Shortly, we'll sign off after this match. We'll do our interviews, do the $100 strike challenge for both bowlers. So Amy gets 2 shots at it today. Back to Mike.
Another difficult spare. Definitely deserved that shot. I don't know how the 9-pin didn't go down.
Crowd hand really thought she had it.
And a primal yell came out of her mouth. All right. There you go, Amy.
10:59 through 7.
Oh, man.
Madison
Tough
Riva will
day
move
at the
on.
office.
Take on Madison Riva next.
Yeah, she'll walk out of here with a nice little payday.
$250 and a chance of $100 if she gets the strike pool. It's a strike challenge.
All right, there's a cluster up front. The 1, 2, 5, 8, 9. No wood. Pretty much got to hit that one pretty solid, either left or right of the object pin, and then hope.
We're going to do the strike challenge before the interviews this time, Mike.
Okay,
After they're done.
good idea. Get it on TV. Then I can have my sky bar. That brings up Maddie Kelly on lane number 5. Been a good lane for her today. Couple of strikes, a bunch of spares. She's had 8 marks in 26 boxes. A punchado with that one.
6 on the fill. 70 through 6 in the third and final string. That won't go to the 6. Madison 10, 80 through 7.
Been fun to watch her, as I was mentioning when we started the show, as a little girl. Remember watching her bowl, and her brother Cam too, by the way. The Rockin' Bowl at Pilgrim Lanes to raise money to send kids to Canada for the International Youth Tournament. Did you ever get to see that? They filled the place. All the pros were there, the kids.
They do it at Academy Lanes, Pub 125 in Haverhill, Mass. What's that one?
There's a nice spare.
How about that shot? Spare. Third spare of the string.
And 9th overall in the match.
And she's missed 3 single pins. You make a shot like that, though.
Yeah,
That was my problem. I missed easy shot, single pins like that, but I make the tough ones. 90 the ball through 8. Amy literally playing out the string.
There we go.
Strike! 75 plus 2 of the 9th. Crowd gets a big hand on that one.
And the crowd goes nuts.
As Johnny Most would say, and the crowd goes wild.
Hopefully that wasn't 2 boxes too early.
Oh, yeah.
Going for the double. On the crossover, looks good. 8, 6 and the 9. Runs the Sunday Pro League here once monthly, a mixed league, 3 men, 2 women. Great job. Just missed left, 9 the strike. 84 through 9. Won the first round, but not the second. 10.
There it is.
Strong finish, 94. It's the 99 league bowler. Just 292 for 3 that time, this round. Had a 119 in the second string that first match against Peggy Donnelly. Wrap it up here for us, Mike.
All right, here we go. It is frame number 9 for Maddie Kelly. Riva. Surprised it took me 3 games to call her Kelly. Sorry about that. Evan and Maddie. And a 6 fill. Looking for her 10th mark of the day. Well, she'll have to get it the 10th frame if she's going to get 10 marks today.
She won the first 109.88, the second 127.108. 105 through 9 here in the third.
Cruise to a relatively non-dramatic match here. And she was pretty much in command the whole way, starting out with a 21-pin lead or something like that after game one, and she never looked back.
Stay tuned for next match with Faye, Sawyer, the number 2 seed. Later on, Sharyn, Britton, the number 1 seed. On Candlepin World Network and the WON Sports Network later on. Try and get to 115. 114 final strength. 350 for the number 3 seed, Madison Riva, on to the semifinals. Final score 350, 290 officially for Amy Duby. 350 to 290. Now it's a $100 strike challenge. Madison Riva will pick her lane. We'll do the interviews afterwards. Amy Duby, a second chance to make $100.
Strike challenge!
We just started this last round at Sanford Bolorama, Sanford, Maine, the mixed ladder.
We doing a $100 strike thing?
She got it! Her second strike, wow! The only one to get 2 strikes in the strike challenge. $100 in bonus money.
How's she getting $100 in bonus money?
Strike challenge. Amy Duby, 6. So Madison Riva will take on Faye, Sawyer next. We'll talk to the bowlers now before we sign off. Mike Morin will join the party here. $250 for Amy Duby. Come up here, Amy. Yeah. Well, you can talk. Mike, you can talk to.
I would love to talk to Amy Duby, who gave us a few thrills there toward the very end there with the strike, and thought you were going to put a strike on spare. Then he gave it a pretty good run on the $100 challenge.
Yep.
Did you have fun today?
I had a great time. It was so much fun. And I got to bowl against a couple of my good friends, and a couple of my other good friends are still in this ladder. I'm excited to watch.
Well, as we said earlier, you have to play the lottery. You got to go out and play 5.
Oh, 100%, yeah. My girls were commenting every time, like I also started on lane 5. That's another 5.
Oh, okay.
So I think maybe you might be onto something.
Well, again, remember where you heard it.
Yep.
And it's tough when you come up from the bottom, no matter who you're bowling. But then when you run into this one over here,
she doesn't let up.
But it's an honor to bowl somebody like her, because we know she's going places, right?
Yes, ma'am, sir.
Well, we have breaking news for everybody out there. Amy, it was great to see you today. Thank you so much. All right.
Amy, a class act, and great job running the Sunday Monthly Pro League. Talk about the women's double event September 9th.
Oh, it's a great, bowled it last year. It's a lot of fun. 2 women, cap at 220. Definitely sign up, because it will be capped at, I forget how many teams.
We're trying to get 24 teams.
24 teams. It's a great time. It's a great event. There's a lot of great competition. It's just a lot of fun. Definitely sign up.
September 9th, second in the women's doubles event. Congratulations, Amy, a class act.
Thanks.
Madison Riva, clutch bowler. Hit the strike for the only one in Sanford Bolorama in the mixed ladder. Now you do it again today.
I'm making Al go broke, I think.
Well, he said he can give it all back to the charity if you'd like.
Fair.
No hint.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely, anything.
That was subliminal. Congratulations, dominating victory coast to coast. You missed 3 or 4 single pins too, and you still at 350.
Yeah, the couple I missed were at the beginning. You're just getting loose. Sometimes the ball, you let go of the ball when you don't want to. It happens. Nobody's perfect in this game.
Now you get to play number 2 seed Faye Sawyer next.
I've actually never had the opportunity to bowl one-on-one against her, so I'm excited.
She doesn't want you to bowl. Can she win? She wants you to bowl 2 straight. She'll bowl 3.
Oh God, I'm too hot to bowl 3, I think. But no, I never got the opportunity to bowl against Amy one-on-one either. And as much fun as it is to bowl against her, her and I get to bowl together in August. So
message for your Hall of Fame father, Bob Kelly.
That one was for you, Dad. Let's keep going.
Congratulations. 3-letter word for winning the first round. You're sick?
Wow.
All right, thank you very much. Mike Morin, great to work with you again.
Thank you. I can't wait for the next match. Faye Sawyer is standing by. She'll take some warm-ups, and we'll be off for match number 3.
All right, Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
Thanks so much for watching this presentation of Candlepin Bowling Network. Final statistics, 9 marks to 3 for Madison and 19 pins left standing to 35. We'll be back soon with the next match featuring Faye Sawyer. That's live on Candlepin Bowling Network and, of course, next time on the WON Media Network. Until then, bye-bye.